Hmm. Do you see this? Do you know what it is? Let me turn it over for you. You got it yet? Do you know what that is? Here, let me try this. Now? Okay, wait a minute. What about now? Okay, wait. Now? Huh? Do you know what it is? What is that? It's a brick. I know. You probably are as excited as I am about the fact that I am starting off today's Facebook Live post with a brick. But let me tell you something. Bricks are extremely important. Isn't that right, Kelly? Yes. Kelly, say yes. Yes. Oh, there's Kelly. They are very important. The brick, if I can get out of this door, came from this area. And I have saved that brick because I'm a little bit sometimes of a pack rat. Now, I saw my wife on here watching me, so I know she's going to disagree because every time she leaves and goes to Orlando, I take that opportunity to take things that we own because she is a better pack rat than I am, and I dispose of those things because I have no soul and I am a sociopath when it comes to keeping stuff. But deep down, don't tell her, I really am sentimental. I cry in movies. Unless you tell me I'm crying and then I deny it. And I'm like, no, I wasn't crying. It's a cartoon movie. Nobody would cry during Toy Story or the new movie that called Onward, where I cried at the very end of it. Missed it up a little bit right there. Anyways, but I'm a little sentimental. So I like keeping things. So I've got like a little bitty keepsake from Gateway's original building. And now I have from the first, Marcy Wright interrupted my Facebook post calling me, Marcy, if you're watching, you should be ashamed of yourself. But anyways, I want to give you guys an update today. Check it out. The rubble is all breaking ground. And I removed, as a matter of fact, when I came out here this morning, I had my devotional time and I came out here and the first thing I saw when I walked out was lying in the middle of the dirt was this like almost perfectly intact brick amongst all the destroyed bricks that were in the yard. And it made me think of Easter, and it made me think of our journey, and it made me think of Exodus. And man, you know, one of the things that's amazed me about preaching at Gateway as long as I've been here now is I'll be honest with you, most ministers have this fear when they begin ministry that they've gone through school, they've studied the Bible, they've done the things that they know they should do. They're terrified. I'm telling you, there's some that are not. Those are arrogant. Never hire those guys. Let them go and build their mega church. But most ministers are terrified, and they're terrified for reasons that aren't necessarily what you would, I don't think, understand. One of the things is, what do I do? How do I stay busy? What if I run out of ideas? Am I worthy enough? Am I creative enough? Do I have struggles? How can I possibly be a minister? And we do those things. And so I have never had any of those struggles. Seth has had a bunch of them, but personally me, I'm just kidding. I've had all of those struggles, every single one of them actually. So in the midst of those struggles, since I've been at Gateway, one of the coolest things is God has just given me an idea. And I mean, sometimes it's right up until, like, I try to stay way ahead of our sermon series, what we're going to be doing. Oh, here comes the man, the trash guy. Watch this. Here he comes. He's coming to take more away. Awesome. Very cool. I'm going to get out of here because it's about to get real noisy. But I've tried to stay ahead of myself on creating series and different things like that are relevant, and that's what you want to be. You want to stay relevant. So in trying to be relevant, stay relevant, I create a series. And what ends up happening during that series is everybody comes up and they're like, that's exactly what we needed right now. Or something happens in the church that I did not foresee, that happens exactly to do with or in relation to the series that I'm preaching or the content we're presenting in class. It happens with me, it happens with Seth, it happens with Jared. Okay, every now and then it happens with Jared. But anyways, it happens. And so, as Booker T. Washington High School, and so I was like, wow, that's cool. We're preaching Exodus during an Exodus. And then the Exodus went to continue during the coronavirus outbreak. And I remember thinking in Jerusalem, because I've been there, not bragging, but I've been there. Anyways, I remember pandemic. And then I was like, I'm in the Exodus series. That would be scary. Like, how would we do church? Then I come back from Israel. We sit down, we start talking with the elders, and we're talking about the possibility of this. And Seth and I had already begun talking about what would we do. And then the elders were like, hey, we're charging you guys with figuring out what we would do as far as like, how would we broadcast and what kind of service would we have? How would it look? And so we began to toss that stuff out while in the midst of the Exodus series. So here we are in another Exodus, and it's culminating to Easter. So what in the world does this have to do with a brick? Absolutely nothing. I just wanted to show you a picture of a brick that was from a destroyed building. I mean, not everything has to have meaning, right? So, but okay, if I'm going to be, let me see. If I'm going to do my job, though, I need to apply it. I need to make it stick. Okay, here it goes. Just like the bricks that we demolish in our lives from times of our past that we're not proud of, things that were a blemish on the landscape, we can reclaim those bricks or redeem those bricks and begin using those bricks to rebuild something a lot more positive. See what I did there? It's pretty powerful. Actually, that wasn't too bad. So anyways, hey, look, I like this sign. It's ironic. It says private property, no trespassing. Well, there are thorns behind it or I'd trespass, but we own that property, so I could trespass all I want. Take that, sign. Would you like a spiritual analogy on the sign? Let's see. Sometimes there are signs in our lives that say we shouldn't trespass. You shouldn't break the law. Don't do that. You just need to not trespass. Okay. So anyways, that is my live from the office feed. I just did a live feed from my regular Facebook page, my personal one. I don't usually do that because sometimes I just find it tacky. I like to be funny and have humor on Facebook on my personal account. And I've got friends of mine that are sweet guys, but they're ministers and they take pictures of themselves in very, very holy places, doing very holy things. And it's not for me. I'd rather just make people laugh on one side and then also love people and always redirect them to Jesus, whether subtly or in a very in-your-face kind of way. That's just kind of the way I'm wired. So anyways, if you're at home today and you're watching this, go out and destroy your neighbor's house and keep a brick from it. You heard it here first. Don't really do that.